Have you ever found yourself jolted awake in the stillness of the night, your heart pounding with a strange, unshakable sensation that something monumental is on the horizon? Or perhaps you've walked into a room and, without a word being spoken, felt the emotional currents of those around you, joy, sorrow, tension, as if they were your own? These experiences are not mere coincidences, nor are they figments of an overactive imagination. They are whispers from a deeper reality, a call to something far greater than the mundane world most people inhabit. Amid the billions of souls navigating this planet, there exists a rare and extraordinary group, the chosen ones. They are not adorned in capes, nor do they possess the flashy superpowers of Hollywood lore. Yet, they carry within them a profound and unmistakable mark, an innate ability to perceive beyond the veil of ordinary reality. Imagine sitting in a crowded theater, everyone engrossed in a black and white film, while you alone begin to see the screen burst into vivid, radiant colors. This is the world of the chosen ones. While the majority of humanity moves through life in a linear, predictable rhythm, these individuals experience existence in a richer, more interconnected, and more vibrant dimension. They are the ones who sense the unseen, who feel the pulse of the universe in ways that defy explanation. But this gift, as extraordinary as it is, does not come without its challenges. It is both a blessing and a burden, a calling that demands courage, awareness, and an unshakable commitment to a higher purpose. The chosen ones are not defined by their outward appearance or their social status. They walk among us, often unnoticed, blending seamlessly into the fabric of everyday life. Yet, within them burns a unique spark, a mark that sets them apart. This mark is not physical. It cannot be seen with the naked eye. Instead, it is a subtle yet powerful energy, a heightened sensitivity to the world around them. They are the empaths, the intuitives, the visionaries who perceive the interconnectedness of all things. For the chosen ones, reality is not a fixed, static construct. It is a dynamic, ever-shifting tapestry of energies, emotions, and possibilities. They can walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional undercurrents, the unspoken tensions, the hidden joys, the silent struggles. They can feel the weight of a person's past, the potential of their future, and the truth of their present. This ability is not something they have learned or acquired. It is an intrinsic part of who they are. It is as natural to them as breathing, yet it sets them apart in ways that can be both exhilarating and isolating. To be a chosen one is to see the world in a way that few others can. It is to perceive the subtle nuances of energy that flow through every living being, every object, every moment. While most people experience reality through the five senses, the chosen ones operate on a different frequency. They are attuned to the sixth sense, the sense of intuition, of knowing, of feeling. Imagine standing in a forest. To the average person, it is a collection of trees, plants, and wildlife. But to a chosen one, it is a living, breathing entity, pulsating with energy and consciousness. They can feel the ancient wisdom of the trees, the playful spirit of the animals, the quiet strength of the earth beneath their feet. They can sense the history of the land, the stories it holds, the secrets it whispers. This heightened perception extends to people as well. They can look into someone's eyes and see not just their outward expression, but the depths of their soul, their fears, their dreams, their true essence. This gift of perception is not limited to the physical world. The chosen ones are also deeply connected to the spiritual realm. They can sense the presence of guides, angels, and other non-physical beings. They receive messages through dreams, synchronicities, and intuitive flashes. These messages often serve as guidance, helping them navigate their path and fulfill their purpose. While the abilities of the chosen ones are undeniably extraordinary, they come with a price. To see and feel so deeply is both a blessing and a challenge. The world can often feel overwhelming to those who are so acutely attuned to its energies. The pain, suffering, and negativity that exist in the world can weigh heavily on their hearts. They may find themselves absorbing the emotions of others, carrying burdens that are not their own. This can lead to feelings of exhaustion, isolation, and even despair. Moreover, the chosen ones often struggle to find their place in a world that does not fully understand or appreciate their gifts. They may feel like outsiders, unable to relate to those who experience reality in a more conventional way. They may be labeled as too sensitive, too intense, or too different. This can create a sense of loneliness, a longing for connection with others who share their unique perspective. Yet, despite these challenges, the chosen ones are driven by a deep sense of purpose. They know that their gifts are not for their own benefit, but for the greater good. They are here to serve as bridges between the physical and spiritual realms, to bring light to the darkness, and to help humanity awaken to its true potential. If you have ever felt that inexplicable pull, that sense that there is something more to life than what meets the eye, you may be one of the chosen ones. This is not a title to be worn with pride or arrogance, but with humility and responsibility. It is a call to step into your true power, to embrace your gifts, and to use them for the highest good. The journey of a chosen one is not an easy one. It requires courage, resilience, and a willingness to face the unknown. It demands that you confront your fears, heal your wounds, and rise above the limitations of the ego. But it is also a journey of profound beauty, connection, and transformation. It is an opportunity to experience life in its fullest, most vibrant expression. If you resonate with the description of the chosen ones, know that you are not alone. There are others like you, scattered across the globe, each carrying their own unique mark. Together, you form a network of light workers, healers, and visionaries, each contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. Your role is not to save the world single-handedly, but to shine your light in your own unique way. Whether through acts of kindness, creative expression, or simply being a beacon of love and compassion, you have the power to make a difference. Your presence alone is a gift to the world, a reminder that there is more to life than what we can see and touch. The journey of a chosen one is a lifelong process of growth and evolution. It is a path of self-discovery, of uncovering the depths of your soul and aligning with your true purpose. Along the way, you will encounter challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But you will also experience moments of profound clarity, connection, and joy. As you continue on this path, remember to honor your gifts and the responsibility that comes with them. Take time to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Seek out practices that help you stay grounded and centered, such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. Above all, trust in the journey. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every experience, whether joyful or painful, is part of your soul's evolution. You are a chosen one, a bearer of light in a world that desperately needs it. Embrace your role and let your light shine brightly for all to see. The chosen ones is not just about them, it is about all of us. It is a reminder that we are all connected, that we all have the potential to see beyond the veil and experience the deeper, more vibrant reality that lies beneath the surface. The chosen ones are here to guide us, to inspire us, and to remind us of our own innate power. They are the living proof that there is more to life than what we can see, and that each of us has the ability to awaken to our true potential. So, the next time you wake up in the middle of the night with that inexplicable feeling, or find yourself sensing the energies of those around you, remember, you are not imagining things. You are being called to something greater. You are being called to awaken. Many chosen ones spend years feeling different, out of place, as if they are strangers in their own lives. Some even question their sanity when they begin to experience sensations that no one else seems to notice. If you are watching this video now, it is not by chance. Something within you resonated with these words, like a guitar string vibrating in perfect harmony. Perhaps you are one of the chosen ones, but you have not fully realized it yet. In the next few minutes, I will share 7 unique signs that only the strongest chosen ones manifest during their spiritual ascension. They are not obvious signs, like seeing auras or having dramatic visions. They are much more subtle and profound manifestations that many confuse with coincidences or imagination. And before we continue, I need to make a special request. If this content touches your heart, if you identify with what you are about to hear, don't keep it to yourself. Follow this channel. Not just to follow, but because here we create a community of awakened souls. Each new subscriber is not just a number. It is another light joining a greater movement of consciousness and transformation. Together, we form a support network for all the chosen ones who are awakening at this crucial moment in humanity. Get ready. What you are about to discover next may completely change your perspective on who you really are. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that colors seem different, not physically, but in the way you feel them. The blue of the sky carries a depth you never noticed before. The green of the trees pulses with a life of its own. This is how the awakening of a chosen one begins, in the small perceptions that no one else seems to notice. At first, you may feel a slight discomfort, as if your favorite clothes no longer fit. Everyday conversations start to sound empty, social media loses its shine. That job that once seemed so important now appears merely as a means of survival. It is not depression. It is a silent call to something greater. Chosen ones often report a peculiar feeling, as if they are watching a movie they have seen dozens of times, but now they can see completely new details. The people around them remain the same, but they begin to see through the social masks that others wear. They can feel the hidden pain behind smiles, the truth behind unspoken words. This awakening rarely happens as a dramatic event. Don't expect a divine light descending from the heavens or a mysterious voice calling you in the middle of the night. It is more like slowly waking up from a deep dream. First you realize you are dreaming. Then you start to notice the inconsistencies in the dream, until you finally open your eyes to a broader reality. During this process, many chosen ones experience a kind of natural cleansing in their lives. Friendships that seemed solid begin to dissolve without conflict or drama. Old habits fall away on their own, without the need for willpower. It is as if your inner being is doing a spring cleaning, removing everything that no longer serves your growth. One of the most intriguing aspects of this awakening is the change in the perception of time. You may notice that some moments seem to stretch infinitely, while hours can pass like minutes. This temporal distortion is not a mental problem. It is a sign that you are beginning to perceive the illusory nature of linear time. Chosen ones also report a new relationship with silence. What once might have been uncomfortable or boring transforms into a sacred space of reconnection. Silence becomes a teacher, revealing truths that no words could express. In quiet moments, you begin to hear a wisdom that has always been there, patiently waiting to be recognized. This first stage of awakening can be confusing and even frightening. You may question whether you are losing your mind or drifting too far from normality. Know that this confusion is natural and necessary. It is like reorganizing a room. In the midst of the process, everything seems chaotic. But this apparent disorder is necessary to create a new, more harmonious arrangement. I remember you are not alone on this journey. Each chosen one goes through this process uniquely, but there are common patterns that connect us. The awakening is just the first step of an extraordinary journey that will reveal who you truly are and what your true purpose is in this world. Have you ever felt an inexplicable tingling in your hands while meditating? Or woke up in the middle of the night with a sensation of pulsating energy running through your entire body? For the chosen ones, these experiences are more than simple physical sensations. They are signs of a profound, energetic transformation. The human body is an extraordinary machine of perception. When a chosen one begins their ascension journey, the physical body undergoes a true recalibration. It's like upgrading a computer. The hardware needs to adapt to accommodate new capabilities. The sensations can vary from person to person, but there are patterns that repeat with remarkable frequency. Many chosen ones report a kind of energetic buzz that starts subtly and intensifies over time. It may begin as a slight tingling in the palms of the hands or the soles of the feet. Some describe it as small electric currents dancing under the skin. It is not uncomfortable, but it is impossible to ignore. It's as if every cell in the body is awakening to a new way of existing. Sleep patterns also undergo significant changes. You may find yourself consistently waking up at specific times in the early morning, especially between 2 and 4 a.m. Dreams become more vivid, more significant. They are not just random stories created by the mind. They are messages, symbols, and encounters in other dimensions of consciousness. One of the most intriguing transformations occurs in relation to food. Many chosen ones notice natural changes in their taste buds and food preferences. Foods that were once favorites may become unappealing, while a spontaneous desire for lighter, more natural options arises. The body begins to crave nutrition that goes beyond the physical aspect. It seeks foods that also sustain its new, energetic frequency. The changes don't stop there. Sensitivities to light, sound, and energy intensify. Crowded places can become temporarily challenging as you begin to pick up on the energies around you more intensely. It's like gaining a new sense. Suddenly you can feel the mood of a space even before entering it. Another fascinating aspect is the changes in body temperature. Waves of heat or cold may arise for no apparent reason. Some people report intense warmth in the palms of their hands or in the center of their chest, especially during moments of meditation or spiritual connection. These are signs that your energy centers, the chakras, are expanding and aligning, and the skin may become more sensitive, reacting differently to products you have always used. It is not an allergy. It is your body asking for more naturalness, more purity in everything it comes into contact with. Some chosen ones even notice changes in skin texture or in the growth of hair and nails. The eyes also undergo subtle transformations. Many report increased sensitivity to artificial light. While natural light becomes more pleasant and nourishing, some begin to perceive small flashes of light or geometric patterns in their visual field, especially in moments of stillness. It is essential to understand that these changes are not symptoms of illness. They are signs of healing and elevation. Your body is adapting to accommodate a higher frequency of energy and consciousness. It is like a musical instrument being tuned to play a more complex and beautiful song. For the chosen ones going through these transformations, patience and self-care are essential. Respect the rhythm of your body. Give it the necessary rest when it asks for it. Hydrate more than usual. Spend time in nature. Practice gentle exercises that help integrate the new energies. Your body is becoming a more refined conductor of light and consciousness. Honor this sacred process. Imagine discovering that you have an extra sense, as if a new pair of eyes has opened within your mind. This is how the chosen ones describe the awakening of their expanded intuition. It is not a mystical superpower or a supernatural ability. It is the blossoming of a capacity that has always been dormant within our being. The intuition of the chosen ones manifests in surprising ways in daily life. You may be talking to someone and suddenly realize that the words spoken do not match what the person truly feels. It is not a conscious analysis of body language or tone of voice. It is a direct, immediate knowing, as if you could read between the lines of reality. In meetings or social gatherings, you begin to pick up on the invisible dynamics that shape interactions. You can feel when there is tension in the air, even if everyone is smiling. You notice silent alliances, unresolved conflicts, and hidden feelings. It's like watching a play where you can see not only the actors, but also all the backstage dreams gain a new dimension in this phase. They are not just subconscious processes. They become portals of information and knowledge. You may wake up with answers to questions you didn't even know you had, or with a clear understanding of situations that seemed confusing. The symbols in dreams speak directly to your soul, conveying messages that your rational mind could not grasp. Synchronicity becomes your daily companion. You think of someone and receive a message from that person. Specific numbers start appearing repeatedly. Songs carry precise messages for the moment you are living. These are not coincidences. It is the universe communicating through a language that only the chosen ones can fully decipher. One of the deepest manifestations of this expanded intuition is the ability to feel the energy of places. Upon entering an environment, you instantly know if it is a place that will nourish you or drain you. You can identify spaces where conflicts have occurred, even if it was long ago. It's as if each place holds an energetic memory that you can naturally read. Important life decisions gain a new dimension. Instead of long lists of pros and cons, you develop an internal clarity that guides you with precision. It is not an irrational process. It is a harmonious integration between the wisdom of the heart and the intelligence of the mind. Choices flow more naturally, even in complex situations. The chosen ones often report a feeling of knowing without knowing how they know. It is a knowledge that comes from a deeper place than logical thought. You may understand complex situations without having all the information, or know exactly what someone needs to hear without planning the words. It's like having access to a universal database of wisdom. This expanded intuition also manifests as a radar for truth. Lies and manipulations become transparent, no matter how well crafted they are. You develop a keen sensitivity to authenticity, both in others and in yourself. It is impossible to deceive yourself or ignore your own inner truths. In work and relationships, this new perception may initially cause challenges. You begin to see beyond appearances and established social structures. You perceive the real motivations behind people's actions, hidden power dynamics, and subtle emotional games. It takes wisdom to handle this knowledge without judging or distancing yourself from others. One of the most beautiful discoveries in this phase is the ability to feel the interconnection of all things. You begin to realize how every action, thought, and choice creates waves of influence in the fabric of reality. This understanding brings a natural responsibility. Your decisions become more conscious, more aligned with the greater good. For the chosen ones, developing this expanded intuition, it is important to maintain balance between the rationale and the intuitive. It is not about abandoning logic, but about integrating a new form of knowledge. It's like learning to dance. At first you count the steps, but over time, the movement flows naturally. This new vision of the world is a precious gift, but also a responsibility. The chosen ones become bridges between the visible and the invisible, able to navigate multiple layers of reality. It is a skill that develops to serve not only personal growth, but also the collective awakening of humanity. There is a profound difference between being alone and feeling lonely. For the chosen ones, the experience of loneliness transforms into a portal of self-discovery, a necessary path that few truly understand. It is like entering a cocoon, a process that seems isolating but is actually transformative. The chosen ones often report a feeling of knowing without knowing how they know. It is a knowledge that comes from a deeper place than logical thought. You may understand complex situations without having all the information, or know exactly what someone needs to hear without planning the words. It's like having access to a universal database of wisdom. This expanded intuition also manifests as a radar for truth. Lies and manipulations become transparent, no matter how well crafted they are. You develop a keen sensitivity to authenticity, both in others and in yourself. It is impossible to deceive yourself or ignore your own inner truths. In work and relationships, this new perception may initially cause challenges. You begin to see beyond appearances and established social structures. You perceive the real motivations behind people's actions, hidden power dynamics, and subtle emotional games. It takes wisdom to handle this knowledge without judging or distancing yourself from others. One of the most beautiful discoveries in this phase is the ability to feel the interconnection of all things. You begin to realize how every action, thought, and choice creates waves of influence in the fabric of reality. This understanding brings a natural responsibility. Your decisions become more conscious, more aligned with the greater good. For the chosen ones developing this expanded intuition, it is important to maintain balance between the rationale and the intuitive. It is not about abandoning logic, but about integrating a new form of knowledge. It's like learning to dance. At first, you count the steps, but over time, the movement flows naturally. This new vision of the world is a precious gift, but also a responsibility. The chosen ones become bridges between the visible and the invisible, able to navigate multiple layers of reality. It is a skill that develops to serve not only personal growth, but also the collective awakening of humanity. There is a profound difference between being alone and feeling lonely. For the chosen ones, the experience of loneliness transforms into a portal of self-discovery, a necessary path that few truly understand. It is like entering a cocoon, a process that seems isolating but is actually transformative. At first, this loneliness can be frightening. You realize that superficial conversations no longer fill your heart. Noisy parties lose their charm. The social groups that once seemed essential begin to naturally drift away. It is not you rejecting the world. It is your soul asking for a sacred space for its growth. During this period, many chosen ones experience a profound change in their social needs. What was once considered fun may now seem empty. You begin to value moments of quiet that once made you restless. A simple sunset becomes more meaningful than a wild night out in the city. This phase brings with it a natural cleansing of relationships. Some friendships dissolve without drama or conflict. They simply no longer resonate with your new frequency. It is like tuning a radio to a different station. Some old connections naturally fall out of reach, while new frequencies become possible. Silence, which may have once been uncomfortable, transforms into your greatest teacher. In quiet moments, you begin to hear your own inner voice more clearly. The answers you sought externally start to arise from within. It is as if the universe whispers secrets that can only be heard when all the external noise quiets down. Your home may become a sanctuary. Places that once felt lonely, like a walk in the park or a quiet afternoon at home, transform into precious opportunities for reconnection with yourself. You discover that there is a difference between loneliness and solitude. The former hurts, the latter heals. The chosen ones often report a feeling of being in the world, but not of the world. During this phase, it is like watching a movie. With a new understanding, you still participate in daily life, but with a different perspective. The worries that once seemed enormous begin to appear small in light of your expanded consciousness. This period of retreat also serves as a time of healing. Old memories may surface to be processed. Stored emotions ask to be felt. Old behavior patterns are revealed to be transformed. It is a deep internal work that needs adequate space and time. An important discovery in this phase is that true connection does not depend on the constant physical presence of others. You begin to feel a deep connection to something greater. You may call it universe, God, source, or any other name that makes sense to you. This connection brings a feeling of completeness that no external relationship could provide defeat. But as a divine redirection, the no's of life reveal themselves as protections. Delays show perfect timing. It's as if you could see the embroidery from the right side, while before you only saw the knots. This new way of navigating through life brings a deep peace. You no longer need to control every detail or understand everything rationally. There is a natural trust in the flow of life, a quiet certainty that you are being guided even when the path seems uncertain. For the chosen ones learning this new language, life becomes a dance between the visible and the invisible. Each day is a new page of this sacred story unfolding, where each moment carries a purpose, each encounter has a meaning, and each experience is a step toward your highest destiny. Synchronicity is no longer a spiritual theory. It is your daily reality. The universe is not just around you. It's as actively conversing with you, guiding your steps in a perfectly choreographed cosmic dance. Being a chosen one carries a unique responsibility. The ability to transform lives simply by existing. It is like a lit candle in a dark room. Its light naturally illuminates everything around it effortlessly without needing to announce its presence. The chosen ones have a special gift for touching hearts without words. Their presence in an environment naturally changes the energy of the place. People feel calmer, more open, more connected to their own truth when they are near. It is a subtle influence, but profoundly transformative. In conversations, their words carry a different weight. Not because of eloquence or complexity, but because of the truth that emanates from them. You may say something simple and that phrase resonates in someone's heart for days, weeks, sometimes completely changing their perspective on life at work. Your presence brings harmony to tense environments. Conflicts tend to resolve naturally when you are around. Not because you interfere directly, but because your balanced energy helps people find higher solutions to their problems. People begin to seek your company instinctively when they need clarity. Not to ask for direct advice, but to be in your presence. It is as if your energy field creates a safe space where others can find their own answers. Children and animals are especially sensitive to your energy. They naturally feel your elevated frequency, are drawn to it. A crying baby may calm down in your arms. A frightened animal may feel safe with your presence. It is a pure recognition without mental filters. Your journey inspires others to begin their own spiritual quests not through preaching or persuasion, but by the living example of transformation that you represent. People observe the changes in your life and begin to question their own choices and paths. The chosen ones are like bridges between the old and the new world. You help people transition to a higher consciousness simply by being who you are. Your authenticity and courage in living your truth open doors for others to do the same. This transformative influence does not come from specific techniques or methods. It comes from your own journey of self-discovery and self-healing. The more you align with your true essence, the more naturally your light benefits others. For the chosen ones discovering this power, remember, your greatest contribution to the world is to be authentically who you are. You do not need to force changes or carry the weight of saving everyone. Your conscious and loving presence is enough to create waves of transformation that spread far beyond what you can see. If you identified with any of these signs, if your heart resonated with these words, you are likely part of this spiritual family of the chosen ones. And now more than ever, in a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, there is a profound need for us to come together, to share our stories, and each of us carries within us a unique tapestry of experiences, emotions, and insights. Yet, there are moments when we sense that our individual journeys are part of something much larger, a collective awakening, a shared evolution of consciousness. It is in these moments that we realize the importance of connection, of opening our hearts and minds to one another, and of creating a space where we can explore the mysteries of our existence. Have you ever felt that inexplicable tingling in your hands, as if energy were coursing through your veins, awakening something deep within you? Or perhaps you've had dreams so vivid, so real, that they lingered in your mind long after you woke up, leaving you questioning the boundaries between the dream world and waking reality? Maybe you've experienced moments of déjà vu, where time seemed to fold in on itself, or felt an overwhelming sense of knowing, as if you were tapping into a source of wisdom far beyond your conscious mind. These are not random occurrences. They are signs, subtle yet powerful, that you are part of a growing community of individuals who are awakening to a deeper, more expansive understanding of life. The journey of awakening is as unique as the individual who walks it. Yet, there are common experiences that many share, signs that serve as markers along the path. These signs are not meant to be taken as rigid indicators or checklists, but rather as gentle reminders that you are not alone in your journey. They are invitations to explore, to question, and to connect with others who are walking a similar path. 1. Many who are awakening find that their senses become more acute. They may feel more deeply affected by the emotions of others, or they may become more attuned to the energies of their environment. This heightened sensitivity can be both a gift and a challenge, as it allows for deeper connections but also requires greater self-care and boundaries. 2. Dreams that feel more real than reality itself are a common experience for those on the path of awakening. These dreams often carry messages or insights, serving as a bridge between the conscious and subconscious mind. Some may also experience visions or flashes of intuition during waking hours, offering guidance or clarity. 3. The tingling in the hands, a warmth in the chest, or a buzzing sensation in the body are often reported by those who are awakening. These sensations are thought to be related to the activation of energy centers, or chakras, within the body. 4. Meaningful coincidences, or synchronicities, are another hallmark of the awakening process. These events serve as reminders that we are part of a larger, interconnected web of life, and that there is a deeper intelligence at work in the universe. 5. As we awaken, we often feel a growing sense of purpose or calling. This may manifest as a desire to help others, to create, or to contribute to the collective good in some way. It is a recognition that our lives are part of something greater, and that we have a role to play in the unfolding of this grand story. While the journey of awakening is deeply personal, it is also profoundly communal. We are not meant to walk this path alone. By sharing our experiences, we create a space for connection, understanding, and growth. We remind one another that we are not alone in our struggles, our questions, or our discoveries. We offer support, encouragement, and inspiration to those who are just beginning to awaken, and we learn from those who have walked the path before us. When we share our stories, we also contribute to the collective consciousness. We add our voice to the chorus of those who are seeking truth, meaning, and connection. We help to create a new narrative, one that is rooted in love, compassion, and unity. This narrative has the power to transform not only our individual lives but also the world around us. So, I invite you to take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Which of these signs have you experienced? Have you felt that tingling in your hands, or had dreams that felt more real than reality itself? Have you noticed synchronicities that seemed too meaningful to be mere coincidence? Or perhaps you felt a growing sense of purpose, a calling to step into a greater version of yourself? Whatever your experiences may be, know that they are valid, important, and worthy of sharing. Your story is a thread in the tapestry of collective awakening, and it has the power to inspire, uplift, and connect. So, let's come together and create a space where we can share our journeys, learn from one another, and support each other as we navigate this path of awakening. When we share our experiences, we create ripples that extend far beyond ourselves. Our words, our stories, and our insights have the power to touch the lives of others in ways we may never fully understand. They can offer comfort to someone who is feeling lost, clarity to someone who is seeking answers, or inspiration to someone who is ready to take the next step on their journey. This ripple effect is a reminder that we are all connected, that our individual journeys are part of a larger, collective unfolding. By sharing our experiences, we contribute to this unfolding, helping to create a world that is more awake, more aware, and more aligned with the truth of who we are. As we come to the end of this exploration, I want to leave you with an invitation to step into your power, to embrace your journey, and to share your story with the world. Whether you've experienced one of these signs or many, whether you're just beginning to awaken or have been on this path for years, your voice matters. Your experiences matter, and your presence in this world matters. So, let's come together and create a community of light, love, and connection. Let's share our stories, our insights, and our questions. Let's support one another as we navigate the challenges and celebrate the triumphs of this journey. And let's remember that, no matter where we are on the path, we are all part of something greater, a collective awakening that has the power to transform not only our lives but the world around us. The journey of awakening is not one we walk alone. It is a journey we take together, hand in hand, heart to heart. So, tell us in the comments, what signs have you experienced? What moments have made you feel more alive, more connected, more aware? Your story is a beacon of light, and it has the power to guide others home. Let's awaken together, and let's create a world that reflects the truth of who we are. The journey of awakening is not just about discovering who we are, it's about remembering that we are all connected, that we are all part of a greater whole. By sharing our experiences, we not only deepen our own understanding but also help others to see the light within themselves. So, let's come together, share our stories, and awaken to the truth that we are all chosen, all connected, and all capable of creating a world filled with love, light, and limitless possibility. Your journey matters. Your voice matters. And together, we can awaken to a bright